A very good afternoon. Today on Broken Truth, we are teeing off with purpose. The Roctober Golf Day isn't just swings and scorecards. It's about saving lives, raising awareness, and building bridges between business and charity. Now, this particular event is hosted by the Cactus Foundation. This is a unique event, brings together golfers, sponsors, and change makers to tackle real issues like rabies, stray dogs, and abuse. Joining us this afternoon on Broken Truth is Mr. Mlenga, who's here to unpack the vision, the impact, and the unforgettable highlights of this extraordinary day on the green. Mr. Mlenga, welcome to Broken Truth.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon, viewers. It's nice to be on this program.
Great. You might be wondering, why are they calling this program Broken Truth? There's a lot of myths and misconceptions out there. And one of the issues that we try and do here is mend the truth, the broken truth. So obviously, some people might have myths and misconceptions with regards to what Cactus Foundation does, and obviously in relation to the Roctober Golf Day. So we would like to have the facts straight and right.
Yeah, we are delighted to appear on such a program that actually targets to tackle the issues of myths and things like that, because in the space where we are working from, actually we tend to actually deal with that exactly, because when things that we're trying to do is so hard for some people actually even to understand, like why so much passion for such, because animals and children welfare is not in other people's mind. They feel like there are other things that we need to do, but they know that but we know that these are the foundations that build societies.
So probably before we even delve into getting to talk about the Roctober Golf Day, maybe briefly tell us what the mission and objectives of Cactus Foundation are. What are you people mandated to do?
Yeah, so maybe just a brief background, like how we started. So, because from there, somebody might be able to draw and understand us where we are going. You know, the Cactus Foundation was registered in Zambia first. That was in 2021, and also in the same year we also registered in South Africa. And this was born after two tragedies. Two tragedies, I say, because there were children in Chalala area who were instructed by their father to kill a puppy, which they suspected that it was being used by witches to bring illness to the youngest child in the house. So these children were filled with rage. On the instruction of their father, they exerted gruesome actions against a puppy which was about just 3 months old. They hit the puppy with stones, sticks, and on top of it they poured methylated spirit on it and set it ablaze. And as it was burning, a passerby rescued the dog, and animal lovers were contacted. So the dog was taken to the vet. After assessment and being stabilized, the dog was evacuated to South Africa, where it went further treatment and surgeries and recovered, and now this dog lives with Sarah, who is the founder of the Cactus Foundation. And but one thing that came up in our minds was, what do we do? Because there's a tragedy where children are being used or are instructed by adults, parents, to be violent against other sentient beings, because those animals, like us human beings, have got feelings. They can express feelings of happiness, they can express feelings of sadness, they can feel pain. So if children are instructed or they are approved by adults to be violent against animals, those children are going to grow in a society where they believe violence is okay to be violent. And that violence also goes to fellow human beings and adults. History has it on record, actually, that even serial killers, more than 98% of serial killers have got a history of abusing animals when they were young. And this is, I think this is what we are trying to, we have come into this space. How do we stop the abuse of animals how do we stop the abuse of children as tools for violence? And how do we do this? Is by educating society about empathy, compassion, and love and respect for all forms of life. And this is what the Cactus Foundation actually is on a mission to, is to raise awareness on empathy, compassion, and love and respect of all living things, including our environment.
That having been said, how does that tie in with coming up with the initiative of the Roctober Golf Day?
So the Roctober Golf Day, we know that the space that we are working in, it's on one side, it's hard to get donations because this is purely initiatives that are going to be supported by society through donations. But how we can't go to businesses and individuals every day asking for donations with an empty bowl. So how do we come up with an initiative that is a win-win for everyone? Because when we bring in the Roctober Golf Day, it brings businesses to come and play golf, and it also provides an opportunity for the business world to interact with other businesses and also to advertise to potential markets. And so far, the golf days that we've been having since 2022, they've been very successful. We've seen a lot of businesses participating, big and small businesses, and interacting with each other, which in a way we are contributing to the growth of the business in our community, and also providing an opportunity for businesses to interact and market their goods, and bringing awareness to these neglected and yet very important aspects of the community, because the businesses become aware that we have to do something about the well-being of animals, the well-being of our environment, the well-being of our children. And this is how we think that the Roctober Golf Day is.
You're talking as this event not only being a tournament, but where you're mixing pleasure, business, and charity work together. How impactful has the tournament been? And I mentioned this in regards to fighting the cause of issues around there, the rabies, the stray dogs, the violation, improving the welfare of children. What's been the impact out of funds raised from the Roctober Golf Day?
Yeah, so the impact goes beyond what I can even quantify, because this has provided an opportunity for the people to contribute towards so many causes that we're involved in. Because as a foundation, we have an emergency. Maybe I can give an example. We have an emergency medical fund under the foundation, which we provide assistance to children, especially children that have suffered violence. Like just this year, I think you might have heard of a child who was sodomized by 4 men, a 5-year-old child who was sodomized by 4 men in Tendere East. And we had, as a foundation, we had to step in and help that child, evacuate that child to South Africa to be treated by a specialist. So she was attended to through the Cactus Foundation. It's through some of these donations, that's the impact that we're having on the community. Then we've been involved with supporting government through the rabies elimination campaigns. The Cactus Foundation has, in 2022, did contribute logistics towards the rabies vaccination campaign in Mansabombwe, Luapula province. And that was the first rabies campaign in that part of the country, in which 500 dogs were vaccinated for free. We've been contributing towards rabies campaigns in Lusaka province, in which, like in 2023, if not 2024, 10,000 dogs were vaccinated against rabies. And every day, we do receive calls from members of the communities and local authorities, Chongwe, Lusaka City Council asking us to go and pick up stray animals. Maybe it could be cats or dogs that we take in our shelter. We care for them, we vaccinate them. They are treated by the vets that are available at our shelter, and we are helping the society in addressing the challenge of stray dogs and cats on the streets. In that action, what we are solving, one, is reduction in the number of dog bites, because Lusaka alone records more than 3,000 dog bites in a month. So if we're taking dogs that do not have owners or dogs that are not properly cared for, if we take them off the street, it means we have taken a dog that possibly could have beaten people that do not know how to relate with dogs. And we are vaccinating these animals, and in a way we're also contributing in the population control of these stray animals, because when they come in our shelter, we also sterilize them so that they are unable to reproduce. So this is a long-term measure that after some years you look back and see, but we don't see as many stray and owned dogs on the street. It's because of such initiatives that we are doing.
The number's a little bit of a fascination there. 3,000 dogs, 3,000 plus dog bites in a month, just in Lusaka. Does this mean there are 3,000 dogs that are out there, or a dog can bite up to 100 plus people?
Yeah, depending on how a dog is taken care of. You find that some dogs, they are abused themselves right from the time that they are young, and they grow up not being companion animals as they are, because people are abusing them, so they become vicious and they bite. So it's not 3,000 dogs out there on the street, but a dog can bite maybe more than one person. And for instance, like if a dog is rabid, it has rabies.